not him that said it. It's like
She wanna drink, I wanna roll up. Smoking that Zaza where you go and get it closer. Nigga don't be walking in this party, you don't know what. So they try to play me, you can get it, you don't know what. She wanna drink, I wanna roll up.
Let's get it. We're gonna let this drop.
She wanna drink, I wanna roll up. Smoking that Zaza where you go and get it closer. Nigga don't be walking in this party, you don't know what. So they try to play me, you can get it, you don't know what. She wanna drink, I wanna roll up. Smoking that Zaza where you go and get it closer. Nigga don't be walking in this party, you don't know what. So they try to play me, you can get it, you don't know what.
Shorty, you lit. I'm sparking a roll up. She wanna drink, she wanna eat the guy, she might throw up. Turn my Mac on, she got Mac on pose, get a little closer. I don't know him, I don't know her. Why they even trying to approach us? Came with a couple steppers, thought he's looking out direction. And niggas ain't even flexing. We just fly it in the Jetsons. If you ain't ballin', we ain't checking. If you ain't sucking, we ain't sexing. I like you, baby, but you pressing. I hit it, still ain't feel the blessing. Why you turn to eater, make a wife? Lame. How the fuck you come up acting like you know us? So strange. Shorty off the Zaza told me that she fried. Same. Still rep LNEG until I die. That's game.
Fucking this yellow ball should be turned down, scuba diving when I'm in it. Bad pussy ain't good if you hit it, she leave your bed and that shit ain't sinning. Yeah, message still pimping. I be lying if I say I don't, but a nigga be reminiscing. Fuck that bitch, I'm tripping. Yeah, yeah. I wanna roll up. Smoking that Zaza where you go and get it closer. Nigga don't be walking in this party, you don't know what. So they try to play me, you can get it, you don't know what. She wanna drink, I wanna roll up. Smoking that Zaza where you go and get it closer. Nigga don't be walking in this party, you don't know what. So they try to play me, you can.
1-2-1-2. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the King Status Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Mortar King, along with
EdBuck LC
and Mr.
J. Duce.
If
I do say
so myself. How y'all fellas feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. How you feel starting with your record?
Yeah. What? Oh, never mind. My bad. What?
Yeah, man. Close up, EdBuck. Zeph Marcelo coming soon. Really soon.
Oh, y'all got an early listen. Y'all got, that's some unreleased.
Yeah. Unreleased.
Man, summer track coming, man. We gonna shoot that video this year. We're gonna take that song to the level we should have took it.
And now that he's saying it on camera, hold him accountable for it. Drop that song, por favor.
What it good?
It's like, how y'all fellas feeling though?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just out here making a way. That's how it goes.
Living in nostalgia, man.
Yeah. So real quick, tell them about how that song came about.
So the close up, EdBuck featuring Zeph Marcelo. What's crazy is I still was going through whatever, so I used to just come up here, just get away, hang with bro and shit. And he pressed me. He want everybody to know he be pressing me to nah. But he he just was like, yo, you up here, yo, use the resources. Like you got people that do music, you got singers, like for me, like start putting this joint into use. And like this when I first started coming up here, so I'm trying to get my mind into that type of stuff, like just being around better people, being around people that want to do stuff with their life that's, you feel me, moving in them directions, you feel me? So like I get up here, I just didn't want to let nobody down. I'm like, all right, bro, let me see if I can really work something out. And my little bro, he really took me there. Like I ain't even really have the song, like I ain't have it in mind like how it came about. Like
yeah, because y'all did the song recorded the same day.
Yeah, I'm about to say that whole thing, like the process probably was like an hour maybe, like making it, coming up with it and writing it and everything. Like we just practiced it, wound up going to the studio just like a couple hours later. Like it was just like one of them situations where like I was just backing that, like, yo, it's a lot of influential, like it's a lot of influence in the room, like as far as like just wanting to be in a creative space, just getting back into all that type of stuff. So like it kind of just put me back in that bag. Like it was just easy again. Like, yo, I ain't have to think too much. It was just like, yo,
We got the
I'm
footage
just
for
like,
it too.
so for me, when we went and recorded it, it came out better than I thought. It was just like everything about it was like, damn, like I can get back to this. Like
It put you back in that space like we used to have it. Like that's why I told you when we was in there. I said, "Yo, have fun with it. Like stop thinking so much. Just get back to having fun with it." And I think that's definitely.
Do
what
y'all
helped.
got some like traditions y'all do in the studio?
I feel like the tradition, if it is one, is more so just keeping everything at a like, yo, this is just regular. Like, don't like, cause for me, like, I done did so much stuff, but I still always get nervous. Like, so it's like I always get like I always catch like anxiety before I do stuff. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
just-
mean, I think that's the belief that other people stop. Like that don't stop. It don't stop.
yeah. So like,
But once you embrace it and you own that shit, and it's easy. It's a different feeling. You kind of welcome it. Like whenever, like back in the day when I ain't public speak at all as a young boy, but come college, come into high school, that shit just came. It just was like, man, you got to do this. Like if you don't, what's that mean for like, yo? If you want to command certain things, be a certain type of man, you gotta be able to just
yeah,
turn
true.
it on.
Nah, for sure.
Did you have a public speaking class? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I had them, but no, I was doing like speaking engagements as like as a student leader in college. So like I ran organizations, I had introduced speakers. Like it was a good time.
So real quick, because that's a good question. Because now that we all have that experience, he has it more performing wise, and I had to do it like because the church I used to go to, we used to have to do like certain projects and say things or do things in front, or even like if you read scriptures, and I'm like, one of the times I just had to do that, and I was like, man, I was sweating bullets because I'm like, bro, I can't remember the last time I had to read something in front of people.
Yeah.
But because it was like an on the spot thing, not really like I was planning for it, but when it became an on the spot thing, after that, no matter what I had to do, if I had to talk in front of a crowd, when I grabbed the mic, it didn't bother me. Even that's why by the time I did like my wedding vows, I was like, bro, that's why I was able to have that place like where I was able to like do something, like have a little trick in there that I
always
did
say
because
that part was so monumental. Like the way he just took everybody's like attention. Like it was like we here with you. As soon as you did the walk off, we all was like, like, that joke,
yeah, because part of my
was like a movie.
Because part of my vows was I said today I walk away from everything, and when I did it, I started walking away. Like I started walking the opposite way. So but it's good that I was like, yo, I planned that reaction away. Like,
bro, it was so dramatic, but it was literally a movie. It was like literally a part
and
of
him
a
as my
movie,
best
like,
man, he said he was standing like, do I follow him? But like,
What I was about to say, because I was like, bro, you ain't put me on to this part, so I was confused.
Mike said he thought I was about to come give him the mic. He said he over there like, no.
Hey yo,
because everybody said like they got through for that loop when I started walking away.
Nah.
But then when I stepped back up and I said, and I stand back in front of your new man, the
I
place
was about
went
to
up.
say, that's why I said, I was like, yo, that was like so movie like, because I was like, the way once you turn back, I was like, yo, I turned back as a new man. Everybody's like, nah, this is excellent. This is excellent. Like,
hey yo, talking about you set that bar.
But like I said, because like again, it goes back to that when I get put on the spot like type stuff to where like, bro, you could do this. Stop thinking you can't. So then, like now, bro, everywhere I went, and like if I had a chance to get on the mic and speak and say something the same way I do, like with the podcast, where I can say something like on a topic, I take it. And I'm like, and one of the things, I'm gonna ask y'all this too. What made it more comfortable for y'all? See, with me, what helped me be more comfortable when I do it? Sometimes I'll lock in on someone who looks the most interested. So if they're looking at me like I always just I'll make them the entire audience. Like so now I'm like, oh, if they're saying something, especially if I see them and I know they have some type of influence and stuff like that, and they're impressed by what I'm saying, then I'm like, all right, I know I'm doing good. Like
yeah,
and everything.
No, that's like me. I just need I get a little laughing. Oh, it's a wrap. If you chuckle a little, oh, I'm good now. We just talking right now.
Because now you know, oh, I got their attention in a good way. Like, but what's like what do y'all think were some key things, like, as far as, because, like I said, when I watched you perform at Coast to Coast, I said, man, like, for him to be up there and, like, we in the crowd watching, I'm seeing how the crowd going and all that, but watching him, like, I said, man, like, that was amazing. Like, it's like I already was a fan, but it's like I was able to become that fan of my homie. Like, yo, dang, like, he is up there doing his thing, and and at the time, because of competition, he got to be up there by himself. Because of course I know he'd probably felt more comfortable. Like he had
Yeah.
us, his cousin, all that on stage with him, like the rock with him. But watching him do that, it was like amazing. And another one of our homies performed that night. But what would y'all say were the key things to try to get y'all out of, not saying y'all don't be nervous, like, but it's like to make you feel more comfortable up there?
Embracing it for me. For me, it's always been whenever I've gone into something nervous, it has blown up in my face. So whenever I just don't like, whenever I try and fight against being nervous, like, all right, no, I'm gonna take some deep breaths. Oh, all right, no, what's the bullshit? Picture everybody naked. First of all, that's some freak shit. You white people came up with that.
That is so
That is some
freaky,
freak
bro.
shit.
Like,
I never want to see an audience full of naked people. That's in fucking insane. But focus on the back. For me, it always was just find it in here. Like once I find it in me, what I want to say, and it's there. Oh, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it be a conversation where I get to interact with my audience, because then it's like, oh, you get a call and response going, or you can say something and people feel where you get that head nod, you get that, and you just keep going, and then you can promote someone else up. Like for me, that's like it's always been like I just find it here. Like it's something I got. For me, I gotta make sure something I want to talk about.
Right.
You know, I only do shit I want to talk about. Even like with a school
Facts.
project, I gotta find a topic that's gonna fucking make me want to be interested. Cause like, yo, if I don't got my interest, I'm not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a half-ass it. I'm gonna find someone else to do it. I'm that type person when it comes to motivation. Like, it has to be something that I feel in me. So yeah, I just find it in myself how I get rid of nervousness.
And realistically, like when being in college, I think that's when I really learned. Yo, going back to what you said earlier, I was like, yo, I don't learn, like, I only really learn and lock in on stuff I'm interested in.
mm-hmm.
Like, so when it's like, because I ain't gonna lie, it's like when I was doing, like, doing business, and I was like, bro, I was getting the work done quickly, everything like that. And then when it came to, like, world religion, I was like, bro, I have no interest in it. So it's like keeping my interest, like, for me to stay focused enough. But,
for me, like, you mean like as far as
like if you are nervous, or what did you do, or what was the process of making yourself just more comfortable up there?
like for me, honestly, like it's probably gonna be a little funny for real, but like after, like I like specifically, we're gonna talk about the coast to coast joint or whatever. So like before you even get up there, they call you up there 2 people in advance to go up there. So it's somebody on stage, the person before you, and then you. You feel me? So the 2 of y'all is in the back or whatever like that. So for me, when they call me or whatever, like to go in the back, I'm nervous walking to the stage just because, like, oh man, I'm about to have to go up here or whatever. So like when I got to the back, I just was disgustingly nervous. Like, yo, I can't even like not be like, I'm shaking. Like just being so anxious, like, oh man, I'm about to actually really do this. So like the one time what I first did, I just prayed. Like if I'm ever nervous, that's just the first thing I do. I just pray. Like,
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, because I would do the same thing, but I just pictured it like, God, please get me through this.
I was just like, I was so nervous. It's like, damn, like, let me just pray for, like, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm like, yo, let me just pray for a good performance. Let me just pray to get it together. Like, I pray to get it together.
That's
like
your performing tradition. Like, you're praying is something that like gets you to lock in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
what's
like,
up.
and like what I told him, what the craziest thing for me, like after that, like I prayed. You feel me? And it was like, soon as I said amen, I literally didn't feel anything. Like, I got instant excitement, like, yo. And it was like, it was so weird because it was like, yo, I just went from like, I don't know how the fuck I'm about to do this to like, I want this nigga to hurry up. Like, cause he blowing me a little bit. So,
Adds group prayer to tour podcast list. Just gonna drop it on Ed. All right, go, sir. The
so
camera's
like,
gonna get light.
Another thing for me is, it's like, it's kind of like the self ignorance that you gotta have of, at some point I just really put it in my head, I don't give a fuck. Like, and that's not even like me being funny, as like I literally at some point I just completely stopped giving a fuck of, I don't care what these people about to think, because we've been in the basement standing on these little like tables like this, or standing on chairs. Like, I've been performing in front of y'all for years. Like, you feel me? Like, I seen y'all back when I was in the basement. Like, this is exactly what I remember practicing for. So like at some point it's just like, I don't give a fuck, bro. This is what I do. Like, it's like the arrogance and all of that start to, like, that's what I use. I use my personal arrogance to get me out of that. Like, yo, what the hell you tripping for? Like, you do this. Like, you are nice. Don't. And then it started to get like that. Like, I know I can speak. What the fuck you so nervous speaking in the camera for? This is only a camera. Y'all, you talk to your homies all like it be stuff like that. Like I start to turn myself up. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you ain't. What are you? Like, you been doing it. You been doing like so. It's like, all right. And then after that, it's just like a.
Did it help more like with like? Because remember, like the group we came with, it took up like the left, like your right side on stage, like, and we just had that corner. So did that help? Did it help a little?
Honestly, like how I said, I'm like once I prayed and got out of the initial nervousness, I could have cared less. Like y'all just was just extra. I know I can look at y'all and get more hype, but by the time I was there to start getting hype with y'all, I already was sent. Like, man, I'm on stage. I'm about to start. So I just feel like I feel like now, like thinking about it now, I just wish I was more of who I am today for that moment. It's just like, yo, like if I could have went on stage not caring, is like at first it's like, damn, I gotta get my words, I gotta be able to hear like myself rap and stuff. But it was like once the beat drop and I actually can hear the cadence, it was just like, all right, go have fun, bro. Like,
yeah, because like I said, bro, when I'm in the crowd, I can't remember if I was like, I probably was jumping, but to me it felt like I was sitting there like, bro, because I was like, yo, that was so like, and it's so crazy like how like our other homie that performed that night, y'all was like, he went right after
I was about
you,
to say we was back to back.
Yeah, like y'all, whatever it was, y'all was back to back, so it made it even more like, yo, I think he said, I think if you went first, I think he said that helped him be more confident. Yeah, you did
I
go
did
first.
go first, yeah.
So it helped him be more confident being able to watch you. But I was like, man, that it was just so amazing to me, like, because you had to be out there by yourself. Because I was like, granted, of course, it'll probably look even crazier if we was all able to be out there with you, like, to be like, because then it's like, all right, time to be hype. Because I would have just locked in, time to be hype, man. Like, but it's, and then it probably made it easier on me because I said, yo, they got like his lyrics, it ain't mine.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
I ain't got that pressure.
It's funny that y'all say that too, because like, on the flip side, when he went to go perform,
Shout out our boy Ree too.
I felt I was like the same way. Like, I'm like, damn, this is a good ass performance. Like I felt like how you said, I felt like I was just up there like, yo, that's really my man. He really can do this. Like if he wanted to, like, because he had like how you said, like he had the stage presence going back to left and right. Then when he put his foot on the thing like that, I was like, yo. This nigga know what he doing. Like that's like it made me gravitate to the performance. Like I didn't know who he was.
Next time I talk to him, I'll probably really ask him like, "Yo, what was you thinking in that moment?" Because like I don't remember that part, but I wonder if he had the same thing like that. It's like when you get up there, it's like you have to feel like, "Yo, I am this guy." Like Mike Tyson said it. He said, "Yo," he said when I'm doing the ring walk. He said, like, as I'm walking up, like, I'm nervous. I'm scared as hell. This dude, like, been working hard to make sure he get me out of there. But he said, the closer I get to the ring, he said, the more confident I get. And then he's like, when I step in that ring, I'm a god. Like, can't nobody stop me. So I get, maybe it is that, like, because it sounds similar to what you were saying. Like, yo, once you get to that point, it's like all or nothing.
It's like, even for me, like, for basketball, like, you know, like, you'll come to the games and stuff like that. I always tell people, like, when I started, I was nervous just because it's like, yo, I got to make sure everything go a certain type of way. So I can't even go out and just go get a bucket because he's not better than me. It's like, yo, I got shooters on the floor. Let me get him a couple shots to get going to see, like, all right, is the flamethrower hot today, or is like, damn, like we ain't like
flamethrower hot. I like that one.
So it's like, or I know I got a big man that can't catch. So I got to get him passes early. So late in the game, by the time I'm killing the game and I know, like, all right, they all reacted to me, I got to be making sure when it's time and it's crunch time, he got to be able to catch. Like, so it's like one of those, like, even in basketball, like, I was nervous, but it's like once I get on the defensive end, or once it's a track meet at some point, you get lost in the sauce. It's like I don't got time to think no more. I got to do a job. Yeah. So, like, I'll be thinking like, yo, I got Millie in the crowd. My dad he decided he come to the game today. He brought a cousin. My mom just so happened to sneak in after work. So it'd be like, oh, damn, I got these people. But by the time they didn't get there, I done got a couple stills. Like I don't got time to think no more. It's just like, oh, snap, y'all in the crowd.
Yeah.
So
It really does become that tunnel vision. That's why. Well, that's why I say sometimes I like just being thrown like in the fire because then I'm like, yo,
You don't got
because now,
time.
yeah, I don't have time to. Oh my god, and wait, like I don't have time to really have fear there. Even if there is, it's like, bruh, that's why like I lock in. That's the same reason why I said like, yo, like when you see me hit buzzer beaters and stuff, it was like, yo, because I said, yo, it becomes that if you don't think you can win, get out the game. Like
Yeah.
so like you just gotta go full fledged. But that's why I said like that's one of the things I admired so much watching you perform. But it's funny like that we all do have that experience of like public speaking.
Yeah, so speaking of that experience, we're going to eventually get to the point where we're doing live shows, and I just was thinking that's all my mind was on while y'all was talking. To be honest, I'm like, oh shit, a live
Yeah.
show.
A
Be
live
fire.
show, I'm about to say,
I just wrote a little promo for it in my head, and I put it in my phone.
Even if sometimes like we just have chairs over there, like because then sometimes like we might like we'll get
eventually,
to
yeah.
people that want to ask a question or something. And, like
once the back is finished, once the whole, I definitely want to be able to have like just like for me, it adds to environment, especially when you want when you want to get to that like that 3, that 4, that these are a work day to where like it's paid that much in itself, so you want to get
Right.
that much content
Mm-hmm.
to where like it's a work day. It definitely pays to have some other soundboards off in the back, but yeah, that's definitely a goal. Like that's why I gotta get that shit done.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just like, yo, but we in that process, not just podcast wise, like the behind the scenes stuff that people don't know we got going on, not like collectively and separately. That I'm just like, yo, they gonna see.
So like,
And I'm really in that place. My bad, but
you
like
good.
I'm just like, yo, I'm just really in that place. Like as far as like the legacy of thing again, time to put everything out there, show people what's in my head, like where I'm at.
no, that's a fact. I was gonna say before we get off the topic, for me personally, I would like to hear, like, when you get in your bag, like personally, like, what? I'm trying to put it in like good words and stuff because it's like I'm trying to get like the answer from like how did your like for you like how did your confidence like start to really get to where you wanted it to be, because it's like how I always say, I watched you do plenty things to where as though it's like, yo, like you were saying certain stuff like, man, I wasn't in them. It's like, bro, you seem very confident in that. So it's like how did you trick yourself into doing a lot of things that you wasn't necessarily, I would say, like, I guess confident about? Or like did you always have the confidence? It was just like a personal thing on like how people viewed you or something like.
It's like all that. It's like I was confident in my craft. I was just confident in me. Like sometimes I still like it may be like, yo, maybe people would like it if it wasn't coming from me. Sometimes like I think now I'm just embracing the, bruh, that's what you have an audience for. That's how you gain your audience. Like my audience may not be the same as yours sometimes, and the same as yours. Like it's
No, I
just
hope not. Shit, I'm
And
trying
that's
to
okay.
gain all the audience.
well, yeah,
That's okay,
and I think I'm
basically.
at that point. Like I'm okay with that. Like I may not be at. Somebody may come to you wanting the advice for an artist because they don't know me like that. They just heard in the beginning of this video. They get to hear your song, so they know, oh, he's active. So I want to ask him for advice. Cool. Like that's like
Yeah.
I still have like where I could get it, but I'm like, yo, same way like people may not come to y'all and they come to me about like, yo, how can I become an author and do this stuff like that, which is fine. Like it's like because we all still have our own lanes like separately, but we do have everything collectively, which they get to see. But it's I think now one of the things is I had to get back to loving what I see in the mirror first, like physically. Two, the legacy plays an aspect in it. Like, yo, you got somebody that looks at you like a superhero, so you have to be that. Not like, and I'm not saying like, and I'm not saying that's like the pressure. It's like, yo, that's how they naturally see you, so you're naturally gonna be that. So I think of like, yo, what like when she looks at like speaking for my daughter, well, I think of it for all our kids. I was like, when they look at a man, and if I gotta be one of the people they be around and learn it from, oh, I'm gonna show them like, yo, let me show you what type of person you could be, and if you catch this early, you won't have to deal with the low self-esteem and missing out on opportunities and things like that. Because that's the only thing I'd be like, man, where my confidence might have took me from, especially Like where you was like, yo, he probably took that CD and frisbee that thing. Like because I was like, yo, because I made them. I always tell people like that, especially artists. I'll be like, yo, because I made that mistake to someone who could have changed my life in that moment. Like so like
I can't wait. I cannot wait to meet you again and tell this story. I cannot wait. Like that'll be so monumental to me. It's like I
Full
cannot
circle
wait.
moment.
Yeah, like I can't wait. I think about that a lot. Like the people that we might have crossed paths. Like I can't wait to see Mama Deb again. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
I remember I was sitting at a little panel. And I'm chopping it up with you. You was about to kick a little the gas. Hey,
Yo, because Miss Deb definitely looked. It's like he was getting so annoying. She looked at us, and we both felt it. We both didn't even say it. We both knew if she told us get that thing out of here, it wasn't gonna be a question. It was like
she got that real like mama like persona. Like she don't come in being rude or nothing, but she literally is just a stern. She bought what she say. She 10 toes, and they just give you that like when she looked at us. I felt like her son. Like yo. You blown like you making my mom mad, bro. I'm about to kick your ass.
Like it really did feel like that in that moment. We didn't even say that. We just knew what it was, like, cause it's just a way how subtle she just did it. She just was talking to him, and then she just said,
like it was the funniest thing about it. It was like a common look that she gave us, like, yo, I'm just fed up. But it was like, it's just like
it did look like a mother like telling like either her sons or security, like. Yo, I'm about to give you that, like,
I'm about to give you that
signal,
word.
like,
Yeah, I'm about to give you that.
Is this a story y'all can't really go in depth about? Y'all could tell.
No,
the
we
story
can.
one. That's a cool
It's no
one.
names.
That's a cool
That's
one.
why we used her name and everything like that. It was just some music thing she gave us, just some game that I used. One of the life lessons that I learned from what she was trying to tell that dude and all that stuff, because he kept coming with but this, but that. And
what was the event though? Like tell the audience that wasn't there. There you go. That's how I named you.
A3C. It happens every year in Atlanta. It's a music festival, hip hop festival, block party, everything. Like it's a great experience, and you get to be
networking.
Because everybody's an artist, everybody's a producer, everybody's a photographer, everybody's a connection.
That was the dopest. That's like, especially if you love music and the way that we was doing it. Yo, that was the best like musical scene I ever been a part of. Like to where as though I didn't care if I did music, I just wanted to be around everything.
Facts.
Like,
because I definitely said I wanted to go back just because
he was
how you can get to everybody. You can really get next to these people and talk to them.
Well, do they book like people to come talking and stuff to go for that?
This
but
is for us. Like, for me, this is like not to say like it's a black people thing or it's like they try to make it racial enough, and that's just predominantly.
It's just in Atlanta.
A lot of people.
I'm just trying to gain more like so y'all can go back on this onto this show as a maybe for the pod as somebody that you can go and speak and give that game.
That's put that in the air.
That's
what I mean. Put that in the air.
And it's like what you said. You can network so much with these people. For instance, first day out there, we we just walking into people literally. So we walk into this one guy. He's like, yo, y'all do music? Yo, you do a drop for us. You could come to our studio. He's coming up. They got the Sprinter van. People with the like real promotion. They got the whole thing on their body. He's like, yo, you do this drop for us? He got the big camera, so it's like, yo, he had like a little like rented out like part of a mansion for his whole like videography thing going on and everything. So it's like you walking into opportunity at every chance. Like as long as you open your mouth, you just walking into opportunity.
Walking into an artist interview, like where they were like, "Hey, y'all artists, come do this interview."
Mind
and
you,
that was different.
We walked into the building for something completely different. It's like, oh, it was something that it wound up being what we didn't think it was. It's like, oh damn.
Oh, I think it was the producer part, like where they were like some of the producers that made like beats for 50 Cent on. They was like playing them and stuff like. But waiting in the lobby, they was like, "Yo, y'all artists, y'all look like artists." Like, yeah, we are. We got that. Like,
listen, I don't even know if you really remember, like, because we went into the building that was like for whatever the building was for. It was like a specific building for like videography, studio stuff, like whatever. We was in the lobby for something. We was like just down there chilling. But remember, we wound up dipping off, like seeing how far we can take it to see stuff in the building. And
yeah, you're right.
So we wound up going upstairs, and they had a nice ass studios up there. So we kind of like, damn, like I wonder if we can like maybe get up in the studio, whatever. But it was like a lady in there with like a little camera setup, whatever. We walked in there on accident, like walk up in there. Pardon me. We just, oh damn. As soon as we go to walk out, she come, yo, y'all artists? Like, yeah, yo, y'all want to do an interview? Absolutely.
And then
Like,
again, when you get put on the spot, and I'm like, yo, that'd be dope. Let's do it. I wasn't sitting there like, oh, what are we going to talk about and all this stuff. I was like, nah. And I just happened to had dropped a video recently and everything. Like, so it was like, was able to pull that up.
you actually dropped a video and a song like right before we came out there. So it was like, I think,
I had
was that
brand
when-
new.
I was just about
I had
to say
brand
this one,
new
brand
out the
new.
video, and we just
Put it down?
Put it down. Yep.
yeah.
So
She loved that damn song.
and
like,
it was just a different experience. Maybe that's what exposed me to doing the artist interviews, like because it was just like, yo, I got put on the
next
spot.
song.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that sounds fire. I hope we get the opportunity to go back and y'all get to experience that from a different way. Maybe being a person doing that for somebody else, being like, yo, you artist? Well, let me interview you, and being able to pay that moment back full circle. And for me, I'm big on like.
No, I'm sorry, but no, you made the goal even bigger. Like you saying, like if we did that to somebody, no, you made the goal like, no, they're gonna ask us to be part of the panel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
like,
saying that too, but I was saying
that
like
just became like that's what I see now.
Oh
like,
yeah.
But I was still, I would let her give somebody the opportunity.
Like that full circle moment for you, like yo, we set up right over here. Yo, we about to go on to the big stage, but yo, you want to do an interview real quick? Yo, these two niggas walk in and you just feel like, yo, full circle.
I may have just thought of something.
I told you, my brain is like ruling.
I'm gonna tell you off.
I'm gonna tell you off camera.
my brain is running live show so much, and I'm like, we need a baddie right now. I'm trying like, well, I don't know how Marcus feel, but I want to add a chick right now because have a bad chick sit right here on the stage too. I'm thinking about like how I can make it different.
Yeah, I know we're gonna talk about stop saying everything on camera.
Oh well, as an editor,
but nah, y'all,
you guys might not never see half the shit I just said.
but
that's just how I feel. Yeah.
Nah, it's all good though.
Real quick too, take away from that, Joan too. Thinking about it, like she did a good ass job. I ain't gonna hold you, like, cause she pulled you from the pulling niggas from the hallway, and then like as good as the questions were.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, I don't know how like where she was at, like as far as like where like how far or how long she was doing that, but she definitely was doing it.
Nah, man, that's the part.
Y'all ain't
We're
getting no
not gonna
content?
talk about that part.
You ain't get no contact information.
We only got we had the contact information. They just never put. Even some of the other artists they did, we never seen them. So luckily we had their cameraman taking pictures of us. So I got pictures from that moment. Like I got plenty of pictures from the moment, but it was just like,
if you're out there, we know where you are. Release the footage. Release the
Man,
footage.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
she probably, I'm about to say, she probably
that's
big time now.
That's full
like,
circle. You on your own, John Jack? Hey, how big time you are? Y'all big time now.
this-
Hey,
it'd be lit
this
though if
was
she did remember
2014.
us. That would be dope.
Yeah.
I'll probably strangle her
but
ass. Like, where that?
I probably
hey
still,
man, you so
What I
big,
did.
she gonna make herself remember y'all. Like, yo, I did. Let me go back and look through my tapes.
because I would definitely be like, no, find that because
I need that for
I
something.
think that's really good for
a lot of stuff.
the
If
history.
If y'all had clear footage of y'all on the joint, and then you could fast forward to the day.
Listen, bro.
Like my brain.
Yeah.
I say this
my brain
too.
working video cut, so I just see y'all talking that way, and then it just.
Nah, it's cool.
And then it just fuse into y'all talking now on this as adult men and being a different level of success. That'd be fire.
That's the reason why I am glad I do have pictures. Like we was flicking up the whole weekend since we got there.
Nah, I say this too. I'm like, for whatever day it happens, I'm like, I'm sure it'll probably like history will probably start to go left whenever that happens. But I always say this. I'm like, the day that they find a machine to make that I can project what I saw on the TV, like through my eyes, I can play it for y'all.
Like they can go into your memory bank and like
See, my government conspiracy crazy ass with that. Hell no.
Nah,
nigga.
but that's what I said. I was like, no, I said humanity
Y'all be
gonna go
accessing
left.
shit.
No, I'm like, humanity would go left for that because I'm
You
like,
think
bro,
that then the idea in the back of your mind, that's $1 billion idea. Like, hey, nigga, motherfucker.
they gonna take that and strip you from it.
Did you just
No,
make the
take-
portable jacket AC? Nigga, I was high and thought about that shit in the 6th grade. Nigga, that's mine. That's mine. The motherfucker done went in my brain and took my idea. How you gonna prove that shit?
Hit you with that
Niggas
button,
be
just-
sick.
say, hey, that's mine.
That'd be sick. I was watching this show, Upgrade You, and it was about kind of like the afterlife of like the digital age. And this show it's on Amazon. Check it out. It was a good joint. First season was good. Second season got a little weird, but it was a great concept of imagine if you can control what you see after this. Your body's decaying. They be like, we could take your full consciousness and put you in this virtual heaven. How would you feel?
Virtual.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
Because
can't.
when you
I
sit and
can't.
think about it, you hear shit.
I would really
Your
have to.
family can come visit you. Your consciousness lives on forever.
Man, I'm messing around turning to Ultron. I'll be like, nah, give me I need a physical body again, though.
Yeah. But again, and if you watch show, that's part of like the situation because somebody said
Wait,
some,
dude.
That's giving me Black Mirror vibes. You ever
Kinda.
see that?
That's what I
joint?
was thinking. Like,
yeah, but no, this is a full series on this. It's for me. I like shows like if you could take glimpses of the Black Mirror and turn it into a show. That's how I kind of like content to be. Sometimes when I step in that lane, like when I step in my movie lane, my TV show lane, it's gonna be these concepts that are like bigger than this world that I can make to bring to anybody to feel like, yo, these are things that you got to kind of think about as we progress.
sure.
Because shit can definitely be
I
there.
like that
that
too.
we a hop and skip away from that, nigga. Imagine
right.
right now, yo, I could take you and put you in San Andreas and you live on forever playing this video game that never stops. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, whatever.
saying the
we on.
code every day. Like,
Yo, no, but just you in the game, like that kind of shit is monumental when it comes to it, but it's also preparing yourself for, like, yo, whenever you gotta make those tough decisions for yourself or your family, like, yo, I can get this $1 million right now, or I can wait and this will be $15 million. I am 56. Do I really care about another million right now, or do I gotta make sure everybody's cool for this 15? Those kind of questions come from that, like, cause yo, like, if you could be here forever, why wouldn't, like, what does that mean? Like, for me, I would never want to be here forever, cause I just know that means like I have that's too controlling for me. I think control is one of the most made up things in this world. It doesn't exist. Like I tell everybody, like when situations happen, yo, you the reason you feel this way because you thought you had a control. You thought it was some way I was stopping. Like, yo, when somebody when somebody out here cheating in these streets or somebody out here doing some foul shit in these streets and you think you hiding this shit such a way that, oh, I got my control over her. She ain't gonna say nothing. I can make sure this is gonna play. Oh, I got this set up. Yo, I've never had anything in my phone. Yo, but still, if this person ever choose to do whatever the fuck they want to do, that control is false.
But sometimes I think that's
Don't put yourself in these situations.
It is better to not look at life like that, like where you so in control, because then you'll probably stress less. Realistically, that's why I said when the thing happened with the video, I just put in. I was like, man, if I wasn't doing something right, like the devil comes to put hurdles in your life, so everything ain't gonna go the way you think it is, and you ain't got control over every little thing. Like if a computer crashes, you don't have control over that. So it's just like better. Of course, like you be sick in the moment, but I'm like, bro, I'm not about to cry and like mope over it for a week, like, and everything like that, unless it's just like really to that level where it was like like it's you got them situations like like some big money right there, and then and then shit just blow up or something.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, but just anything like that, like where it's just like, yo, it was right there and that's life changing, and then it just blow up in your face. That's different. Like, of course you're gonna be super sick about that, but little things like where you like, but that like I said, that's the last thing we was talking about.
But you control the controllables, but everything else, that's
So
that's not for you.
So that's why
only thing controllable is you and your actions.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. Like,
things.
I just think one of the things is just more. I just try to is like, if you just being creative, I think that's just one of the things. Like, you just try to keep certain, like, if you're actually making it by hand and everything like that, then you just like that different. But on life, I said, bro, you have no control over anything, because anything can happen at any moment. Like, so that's why I just say, like, I think you'll learn how to not stress as much when you realize, and you just come to that
That's how
realization.
I walk in everything. I walk in everything like I'm the man. Also, I have no control what this do. I post on the gram, you can get 1 million views, you get 2 views.
Yeah,
I ain't got control over that. I control how I feel, how I respond to it, and how much energy I put into what I did.
and that example in particular, like, I had to feel like what I just started saying to myself every time now, you gotta start somewhere. It ain't just gonna. You ain't just gonna drop and then it just.
I feel like I was so proud when you said that to me one day. Like, I forgot. It's like literally it was recently, and he was like, I think he was talking about like either the cast or something else or whatever. And he was like, I gotta start somewhere, and I was just proud because I'm like, yo, he finally really is in that space to where as though like shit don't matter to him. I'm gonna do what I want to do, like. And, like, I know, like, before, like, when we used to do music, that shit would have really bothered you. Like, man, this shit been up 10 days. I only got this, like, and it's like.
Because it's one of them things now, and shout out to Dame, because, you'll hear them say all that. I know, like, because now I'm at that point, like, I know my work is good. I believe it's good. I know it's good. I just got now. It's just I'm gonna make you know it's good. Like it's like I'm gonna make you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like there ain't nothing really like half step. Like you see how crispy this camera is on me. You see how crispy this camera is on me. Ain't no
4K,
half
4K.
step. Like ain't no half step. It's just certain things. That's why I said even physical appearance. Like it's just like things I just started taking account for. Like again, like everything. Like everything could like. We all still progressing and everything like that,
Like
but
I
it's
said,
still
look
one
at
of
my
those.
biceps in the camera.
Huh? Ooh, boys and toys.
Hey yo, but no, like that's real shit though. Like and a lot of things like with like trying to control shit, especially on the gram. If you don't even like, I even people like how he just said like, yo, you posted it and it ain't get the views you like, so you might have been upset for 10 days. But if you never took the time to really understand this is an algorithm that you got to play.
Yep.
Then you can't. Then once you understand that, then I know this posting will do that. But now I know if I want my post to do that number, I gotta play the game. So I gotta post this time, 3 times a day. Every place has their own fucking genre. Like when Wallow said that 60 shorts a day is really, I mean 60 shorts in a month. That shit really have my mind like, yo, I gotta make 60 clips to make sure whenever I start posting the clips that I can continuously get the clips out. Cause that's the traction. It ain't like, yo, you can get a million.
That'd be like twice a day.
Yeah. So I be trying to do 3. So like whatever, because Wallow, he's on that YouTube. He works for YouTube technically. He has a position there, and he was on the podcast. I might. There you go. I'll put you there. So and so
217.
yeah.
Well,
no,
that's not the
no.
real time. That's
shit.
like all.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
Nah,
I
you
was-
don't know. You want to?
You can look at that time on the John. But I was saying more like I see my hand, so I'm just gonna put their little logo. It's like it's Social Proof Podcast. I think it's the Social Proof Podcast. I believe with this black brother who been in this game for a while. Got his own studio and everything. He Think Media toured it, and he was interviewing Wallow, and he was asking Wallow about the stuff, and Wallow was like, "Yo, me and Gil been doing this for like I've been home for a minute, but I learned the game like." Yo, I was in the YouTube meetings when they told me the shorts thing, and me and Gilly applied that to our method, and we posted those shorts. Our videos started going crazy because, it got us attraction because that's what they were pushing at the time. Now, I don't know how this is going to change because, like, things are starting to get demonetized as far as, like, Reels, and I don't know if they want to move away from that with TikTok might be banned, which I hope doesn't happen because more
Shit,
of the...
It just got banned in Florida.
Well, yeah,
at the universities
Florida
and
is
stuff.
Florida is a different country.
For sure.
Florida is a different country.
Florida's a different country.
They
Right?
outlined they got rid of fucking African American history studies, but every person they put in the law for everybody to carry a gun, no matter what. No permit, no nothing. You could just carry a concealed weapon. So Florida is a different fucking place. I don't even consider that real. When you go visit it, you are somewhere else. This is another nation. You got treated like a foreign country. That shit is foreign.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's
no, it
lovely,
is.
but it's
foreign.
crazy.
Nigga.
Like,
Them zoes and run up on for Florida is foreign really. If you wanna play the game out there the wrong
we
way.
went out there. Them Zoe pounds is out.
But yeah, but you could have control over like for me, everything.
we was
Once
cool,
you
though.
learn certain games and certain aspects, you can have control over how much effort you put into an effort to get those results.
Bing.
The people who are missing are people that just half-ass or don't, or okay, I think I just gotta do this, or my name big enough. Like a lot of artists who try and get in this game. That's why I feel when Joe was like, yo, I want some of you podcast niggas to quit because you convoluting in space and you niggas don't really care about this space. You just think it's a quick cash grab to sit and talk to your friends and that's it. No, this is work, it's dedication. It's understanding how you make yourself blow up to the mainstream media in today's world. And having that work and that care is really what you need to like have to take the next level. Because if you just think you're gonna post something once in the blue or whenever you feel like it, I'll drop weekly, and people eventually see. No, if you're not promo has been changed. Now promo is actual video. It used to be you could post a picture. What was Meek Beef? I said Meek Beef. Meek Beef was posting his album cover to Wale on Twitter. That was like the big thing you could do at the time. That people seeing everybody the same album cover would mean your album was moving a little. But now it's don't mean nothing. Right. I need a whole video detailing you something, and that's just a teaser for some content that now I got to help you look at some other content.
And that's why I think shorts like became such a big thing, like the real game and all the TikTok, because people's attention span. So that's why it's like, yo, you gotta have something interesting and be like on point, like immediately, and then like get them enough to where they'll like it. But it's like sometimes, like yeah, like you said, it's the promo because it's the same way. How we gonna get people to watch an hour special on something, and we don't put out nothing to where they can see what they're getting. They get a feel, they get the sample of what they're getting. Give them a free sample. Here you go. Like, and then and
I
they
also
see
think
they
that's
like
a
it.
myth too. That attention span, I think that shit's a myth. I'm somebody that consumes 3-hour podcasts. I'm somebody that
But
know people who watch shows
that-
and people watch
that's
movies
you.
3 hours. But I'm saying for a public, you gotta think Top Gun Maverick is like over 2.5 hours. He made $1 billion this year. That's people sitting in the movie theater and
But
watching.
at the same time, that's off of what you're interested in. If you're interested in it, you're gonna connect
and
with
that's
it.
why I believe it's a myth. Yo, whatever your interest, I just have to create an interest in you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if they don't know us, like when you're trying to bring somebody in, you gotta give them that sample. So if they if they see they like it, then they're like, yo, let me check this out.
I was speaking more to people saying like that's how our content is changing. Like a lot of people when TikTok went boom, a lot of people kind of cut off long form content. It's like, yo, I ain't gonna really do that no more. It's really shorts, reels is my game because I mean, for one, they monetize it extremely quick, and two, it's something you could do on your phone for some people. A lot of them TikTok creators is all on their phone, but they don't have any long form game, don't have any plan to really expand that past that. And when you don't got that, people gonna see you as a shorts guy. All right, cool, thank you. But I need something that's gonna transcend my company, not just live on for 2 days.
Like how comedians, like, yo, you could do the like real, but are you gonna be funny on stage? Like when it's time to do that comedy tour or something like that, or you will translate on stage.
You gotta
like,
put that work in.
Yeah, and that's one of the key things you definitely said too. Like it's really the effort you put in. Like you can control the effort you put in, and that way, because going back again, I heard Dame say before, like he was like, I never seen nobody lose when they put in 100%, like all the time. He said you never lose, no matter how what the process was and everything. Like, but if you put 100%, he said I never seen nobody lose that put in everything they have. Like.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like go back to like that cliche like hard work gonna always beat talent any day.
Facts.
Because it's like, yo, I know a lot of talented people. Like, you feel me?
All right.
I know. You might know a lot of talented people.
Shit,
but it's like some people that's gonna put the work in. It's like, yo, your talent is gonna go at some point, or it's gonna start to decrease. But the harder you work, it's like, yo, I can always
get
be
better.
sharp. I can always be sharp in certain things, no matter what, because I work that hard. But it's like if I'm just talented, for instance, it's like the perfect example is our generation, Kobe and AI. AI is very talented, pure raw talent. Kobe was a hard worker with the talent. And the reason why he went on and had a better accolades and better like, you feel me, he stayed around as long as he did because he put in the work. And when his talent started to come down, he could still, all right, now he became the Black Mamba. I'm gonna put you in the post. I'm not gonna do certain, like, so many things that, like, yo, before I'm just gonna dunk on your head to get and give you 60.
And he will openly say, like, he said, bro, I wasn't the most skilled and everything like that. He said I wasn't the most athletic. So that's why he felt like he had to work hard for it.
Yeah, when talent meets hard work, them two together, you're a monster. And some people is just, I done seen some pure talent to where that shit is just like, and that knock on, like, and if you talented out there, that knock on, like, yo, if you don't, like, yo, you talent might fade if you don't do the work, still, hey, enjoy your moment then. Like, yo, if your moment where you the boy and you in this, and like, people who kind of hit their peak in high school get a lot of criticism.
Right. Let me ask you this then. Who would you rather be next to you working towards something? The harder worker or the just talented?
It depends on for me. You saying for me?
Like if one was just talented and one was hard work, may not be naturally talented, but he works hard.
Hey, I'll take the talent because I can work it. I'll work it then. Because for me, like, yo, two people working hard at something that, yo, you just don't got interest. People not interested in you. But if you got the talent, let's say, yo, my man can really hoop, but he don't got the ambition to go out here and make something of himself. But he want to come at, that's my man, though. We rock everywhere together. So now, like, yo, hey, we going to Nike Combine. All right, bro, fuck it, we can go do that. Yo, we doing this. Yo, because I can get you around enough to where we can both be successful.
But still, what I'm saying is, because the example you use, but still, what if he gets there and he gets put on because of his talent, but he don't want to practice ever? That's what I mean. Like, who do you want Do you want the hard worker or just the talented one? Because that's what I mean. The person that was going to work hard and the person that's just going, like, I think that's kind of not saying AI did it, but that's kind of where he was going with it.
Dennis Rodman walked off a motherfucking Playboy set and dropped fucking 23 rebounds.
But he was a hard worker though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He worked hard, bro.
Well, he played hard too. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
like.
that's the work. That's the working hard of it.
Talent
Like,
don't mean you don't like. No, but some shit is not like going to practice. Like for me, LeBron James is the most talented and also hardest working person at this because of how long he's tapped his body.
that's why he's up there in that list.
But
like,
that doesn't take from the fact of like, yo, his hard work is the extra shit. Going to practice is the like. Now, if you seen
Going to
like
practice
like
is the extra.
I get the conspiracy that like the AI thing, but going to practice is part of the core. That's not the hard work for me. What LeBron does in the offseason, what LeBron does to make sure his body good, what LeBron does for his health, for his family, that's the hard work.
and still,
hold on. I would
and
say
still,
this.
now what if in the off season the person that's just naturally talented and they're at their part, and then now they're just in the off season, I'm gonna just relax, eat pizzas all day and stuff like that. Then they don't reach. It's a certain level. That's the certain level where we're watching LeBron go is because he has the hard work and talent.
Yeah, but that's for himself. We saying about two separate individuals.
Now,
So
I'll
I'm
say
saying
this,
for
though.
me, if this is the most talented motherfucker on the planet, right, and he just a little lazy, we're gonna work good together, and to the point to where if his laziness takes him out of this, I've already put in the work to where I'm gonna be all right. His talent just propelled me.
No, I feel you. But then I was about to say, I feel like at the same time, then it's like so you using them for the moment or like you feel me? It's
Because
depending
you're
on
gonna always be picking up the slack, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You're gonna get tired of that. Like that's why I said if you really had somebody working with you and they had to be with you,
okay.
and they were just
I'm
talented.
gonna drop this on you. So let's say Dame is like, yo, Marcus, I want to do a pod with you. I'm only showing up an hour, 1 day a week. We're gonna do the pod, and the rest of this is on you. You gonna decline the opportunity?
No, but I'm saying, but see, look, we're talking about somebody. Oh, he's like established where I can learn so much. So that day that he comes is all I need.
He's
from
only
him.
doing your pod
I'm
for an
talking about-
hour. He not teaching you shit. He only here.
He taught me
because-
enough. Like,
No, he just here to sit on your pod. Wait, we talking whatever we do with you on the
See, look,
pod.
I'm
That's him
talking
working
about like
though.
if me and you were like, yo, we about to work, we about to do this project, we about to do this. I'm talking about me and you, like we about to do this, and I'm just like, yo, Jay, you do everything, and I'll just give you my idea because I'm talented at doing that. Like, and I'm just like, here's the idea, and then
Then it takes me to make that, yo. If you that for me, if you got somebody that has everything but just missing the work, I sometimes will tell like, yo, I've been in the trenches with niggas. Yo, we can both work hard, but then your life could happen, this could happen, and we can both be working hard at a goal that goes nowhere. If you already had the talent, if you already got the fucking talent, you got 75% of what we need to go. I just gotta cultivate it.
Get you there is what I'm saying. Like,
Right, because there's nobody to cultivate your talent. I'm saying I'm somebody like, yo, I know hoopers who could hoop. If somebody was there to
But
be
Jay,
like, yo,
you
come
can't-
here, let me cultivate this for you.
But Jay,
that's-
you
and
can't
could go
practice
here.
for them.
Not-
You
I'm
can't
about to
practice.
say,
You
but
can't.
you- but
You
you
can't
know-
make him get like up his skills. Like if he's naturally talented, but he can't shoot for shit, you can't go and I'm gonna go shoot for
I'm
him
not
and he
selling
get
him as
better.
a shooter then. Yo, he gonna dunk on your ass every fucking time. Let's go run it.
But what if that's not enough to get you to where it's like,
me,
yo, the
I
game
trust me.
changed.
I can inspire somebody enough to where they gonna bust their ass.
And that's just how you
how
you
you
feel.
feel.
I'm
Fact.
asking like, yo,
No,
but
this
just
is what I know. Look who's
mentally-
sitting on this couch with me. What you talking about? what you talking about? That's
But
what
Jay,
I know I
that's
can do.
you. I'm still talking about you can't make someone that's talented just become
Work
a hard
hard.
worker.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying like if we're
Yeah.
talking about like
But again, for
because
me,
you can tell him go dunk on him, but now what if when he start getting blocked and he got to get something to his game? You can tell him that, but if he don't work hard to go get his jumper up, it's not going to change nothing.
But again, I think we're also undercutting what like talent is talent. Like again, like I just said, I'll
Talent
use you
don't
as a
always
very
pan out, though. It's just like if you like football, it's plenty talent that come in the draft. Not everybody pan out because they don't work hard.
But also some people, there's nobody to cultivate your talent. Some
But-
people, all it takes is one agent to come to you and sit down and be like, yo, you about to be the next fucking LeBron James. Hey, all I need you to do is this, this, and this. And say that's all they do. and they make you next LeBron
It's-
James. That's
actually,
awesome.
that come with being in the right situations and
but
stuff.
also still though, he still kind of proved the point. If you got to tell him do this and this, he's going to work hard to do that, that, and that. You're not coming to him, hey, you're going to be the next LeBron James. Just sit there and watch. You're telling him go do this and that. And that's a piece of hard work if he has to go do something.
See, but y'all,
That's not
hard
just
work
talent.
and work are two. Like that's one thing. Hard work, like for me, hard work is when I will come in here tired as hell from working all day, but I'm gonna come down here and fucking edit to get it done. That's not. I worked earlier, but my hard work is what I did extra. So there's it's not like
what makes
talent
you
just walks in and go, hey, all right, hey, nigga, I'm just talent, nigga. No, nigga, talent. Like say this for me. Say you just was a talented social media guru. And but you just was like, man, I don't want to pod. My job would be getting your ass to sit here and pod.
Keep it rolling for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like on some like I feel like the talent. I feel like the talent to be on some like y'all both got the talent to be editors. You feel me?
No,
Like
that's work. The talent is if you come in and you could just edit. Like say I sit you down right here and you give me what I take me 2 hours to go, and you just have a talent to know where everything is. Yo, I remember exactly. Yo, timestamp this time. Even though time was running, I know it was 40 minutes in the next show, and this happened. Boom, cut, done. Boom, boom. You speed up that process, and that's your talent.
Yeah,
and that's all I need you for. I have to take that what you just saved me or whatever you did and make that into something. And I believe I am when I say I'm a producer, I'm a creator. I am somebody that can take. Yo, all I need from anybody ever want to do this shit with me is all I ever said I need to do is have a seat. Come have a conversation with me. You ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing.
I definitely feel you.
I got this, nigga.
I feel like I'm like that too, low key. Like I feel like I got that. Like man, I can not make people do what I want them to do, but like I can like put that bug in their ear. Like cause if we do this, bro, it can go like this and make them like, all right, nah, you right. But I don't know. Like I feel like it's something. What you saying, I get it. Like the way that you broke it down in that aspect, I definitely feel you on that. I feel like how we trying to really put it in a workspace, like yo, like if you the boss or something like that, you come in and you know everybody got the same talent to words though, like yo, they all do this specifically.
I'm glad he
but
went
you
here,
know,
guys.
like you got this nigga, he just lazy as hell. Like you know, like I always got to get on him more because he gonna do it regardless. Like he a working ass dude. Like he just gonna come in. He know his talent. That's my talent. But I'ma work and do the extra. Like you said. Like I guess the work is the extra. Like you said. Like
Well, for me, look, I gave to you this. You talking about being so I've been a boss in multiple injuries for a while, but how I go to T-Mobile, how I got my start was I'm a talented speaker regardless. I never take that credit from me, but also I just was I knew how to make people better around me. There was this young kid right now. This nigga, shout out to Manny, you doing your thing in Florida. But he was just a regular employee. He's one to come to work, go home, make a couple dollars. But he had a knack. He was an artist, so he had a knack for it. But he just was from the town, the environment. The people loved him. He knew how to communicate with these town folks up in Bloomsburg. And for me, it was kind of like, all right, I see what you're doing, yo. All right, now let me come and double whatever you're doing, cause you half-assing it. I can get some energy, yo. All right, yo, man, And then I had my boss at the time, like, yo, what I just sell last week? Oh, 302 boxes? Yo, Manny, where you at? You supposed this is your store. I'm the newcomer. I just started 2 months ago. You the boy, you the reigning champ. He's like, oh, word? And boom, what's that now? And I turned that, and shortly, and 6 months later, I turned prevailing those numbers and me being a producer of it into my own store and then my own area that I ran in Jersey. That was me doing this shit for 6 months. I can take whatever, for me, commitment is the biggest, hardest part of anything that I have ever done in life. People are not committed to things unless they find a reason for them. So if I can create a reason for you to show up every week where we here right now, like how he did, like, yo, you didn't know you want to do this. But, yo, he created a reason where he's like, yo, I'm going to show up for my man. Hey, every week, my man say you want me to be there, I'm going to be there. Sometimes that's all I need, so that's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to ask me personally and me, would I rather just be talented or be a great hard worker? I'll be a great hard worker because I know I can get what I need from the things around me at my environment. But if you saying alongside of me, no, I know I got the other part. Yo, give me somebody with some crazy talent I could turn this thing.
I think
athlete,
more so,
nigga.
I think it's more so like what we both all on the same thing. I think you more so looking at it as like being more involved than not to make sure that they picking it up or something, like we just mean like a fresh offer. Like,
Well,
yo,
he started. Yo,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
would,
no,
would you
but that's
rather
what I'm
watch?
saying.
Jay,
'cause I'm
Jay
like-
keeps answering for what he would do, like
Yeah.
like who he is, and
That
I'm
was the
talking
question.
about, and I'm saying like no, I asked you who would you rather have
With
the
you.
person like
Yeah.
because an example I thought about, I was like, yo,
If they're not with me, I don't give a fuck.
Kimbo, God rest his soul, Kimbo Slice, talented fighter on the street. Did it translate so much when he got in the octagon, in the ring?
Because somebody changed what he do. Yo, his talent was this. You decided to turn him into this. Yo, UFC is for you.
But still, when you see his gas tank going and all that stuff,
That's great, but
that comes from.
it was against amateur fighters in the back fucking yard.
No, I said his gas tank. Like when he seemed so drained after when he got in with another professional fighter.
Yeah.
That's when the hard work comes in. Like where it's like,
No, he didn't have that talent, dog.
That's not true.
Yo,
Because he won fights.
he
So
was a talented fighter. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
He was a talented brawler. To be a UFC, you have to be a professional. Talent, that's different from me. That's what I'm saying. Yo, if
and
he
what
just,
does it take to become a professional, Jay? Like to
Hard
stay a professional.
right, but my point is, yo, if you looked at what Kimbo Slice was doing, and you just saw him for pure talent in that for set, you could have made his own. Yo, he could have been WWE if you want to go there.
Yeah.
For sure.
It could be this. To cultivate your talent, you don't just put somebody. That's what I mean. I'm a cultivator of talent. I can take what you are doing and propel it higher, or if it's already great, I can sustain it.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, because I agree with you. Yes, you can do that. It's plenty of people that can influence you and help you, make you want to be better. But still, that person has to put in the work to be better. Not just like I can say, Jay, you're like this and you're that. It may motivate you, but you may still might not come down and come fix and make things better. You might be like, oh, he said I'm this, and just sit there. It's never. It's
I'll
where's the
be Rich
progression in
Paul.
it?
I'll be Rich Paul and married to LeBron James any day.
Yeah, but still, LeBron works hard. He doesn't just let his talent speak for him, and he's a great example of
Right.
like when you do both, when you got both, when you're naturally talented, but you put in the hard work. He showed the level you can get to. Like,
But I don't believe that's just him. That's what I'm saying. I'll be Rich Paul and Mav could be like, yo, nigga, we spending this much money on your body this summer.
That's cool, but at the same time, he gotta still go fulfill what they trying to say. Like, yo, I put 2 million up. That's cool. I can put the 2 million up. You ain't gotta go to the cryogenic place to,
and
to go
that's
get
what
froze.
I'm saying. Like,
Right, but I'm saying in that sense, you just have to be able to cultivate that talent. Yeah, all right. So you like the idea that talent itself is going to be so like I just
It's
like
funny 'cause we're
in
all
it-
saying the same
in this
thing.
combo.
It's
Y'all
like-
placing talent as like it's like
Nah, I just feel like
talent is fucking talent.
I feel like
talent
because
is-
what I say,
talent is talent.
Any and everybody can have talent. That's why, like, talent is general. Like,
No,
for sure. And
I disagree,
I'm not, no,
yo.
What,
I
what
disagree.
I'm saying is,
There's a lot
we
of
not all.
talentless motherfuckers out here.
Not at all. Everybody just got their own talent.
Yeah.
You're an amazing speaker. Somebody else might be an amazing bowler. You might not bowl a 300 like him.
he doesn't.
You feel me?
Hey, yo.
You feel me? Like, you're
All
an
them
amazing
gutter
speaker.
balls on his birthday.
We'll
the
get a
next person
rematch.
might
I
not
was
be a-
drunk and tired and got beat up in laser tag.